should be able to explain the nature of communication. There are 3 salient points that you need to remember in order to explain the nature of communication. First, communication is a process. Any speaker could not just communicate right away without generating an idea which will later on be encoded into words or actions. Then the speaker would be ready to transmit his or her message to the intended receiver. On the other hand, the receiver would then get the message and decodes or interprets the message based on the context, which could refer to the environment where communication takes place. It has the capacity to dictate or affect the way the receiver would respond. How do you call the response of the receiver? Jumble the letters below to create the answer we are looking for. Perfect! The correct answer is feedback. Feedback refers to the reaction, response, or information given by the receiver. The second nature of communication is that it occurs between 2 or more people. Yes, you heard it right. Communication requires both the speaker and the receiver because the main purpose of communication is shared or mutual understanding. If you listen to me very carefully, how will you describe the receiver? Exactly. The receiver is the recipient of the message or the one who decodes the message. Now, the third and last nature of communication has something to do with how the message is expressed. Is it written or spoken? Or is it a combination of spoken words and actions at the same time? Yes, I'm talking about verbal and non-verbal forms of communication. Verbal communication requires words, while non-verbal communication involves facial expression, gestures, and body movements. In some references, it's called kinesics, from the root word kinesis, which means movement. For me to be certain that you got my point clearly, try answering this question. Which among the following is not an example of nonverbal communication? Press the green button if you are now ready to answer. Terrific! The answer is C, because all the other choices are nonverbal forms of communication. Now, it's your turn to explain the situation by analyzing and providing the message, the sender, the receiver, and the medium.
A teenage lady waves at someone she thought was her elementary classmate in grade 3.
You did it! The message is the act of waving, which could mean hi. The sender is the teenage lady, and the receiver is someone. The medium or type of communication is nonverbal communication.
Again, the 3 natures of communication are: first, communication is a process; second, communication occurs between 2 or more people; and lastly, communication can be verbal and nonverbal.
Now that you can already explain the nature of communication, you become a better communicator by using both words and actions to express yourself. Remember that the knowledge you get in oral communication and context helps you speak confidently anywhere in the world. Don't be afraid to explore because the world is yours to conquer.